Hello and welcome back to Career Mode. Today we are here at Barcelona for the Spanish Grand Prix here at the Catalunya circuit. And now let's get on to the qualifying report here for this Spanish Grand Prix. And now on to the end of our first flying lap in Q1 here, and across the line we go, and it is into P8 between Grosjean and Raikkonen, and on to our second lap in Q1 here now, and it's going to be up to P11 and splitting the two McLarens there and putting us safely into qualifying 2 here. And now on to the next part of qualifying here, and on to our first flying lap of Q2, and on some used tyres we are on here for our first lap here, as we've only got one fresh set left of soft tyres, and onto this fresh set now. And can this put us into Q3? And yes, it does. And for the first time in this season, both Racing Point cars are in the third part of qualifying, and now we're going to have one singular lap in Q3 here as we get one fresh set of tyres for the session and across the line, and it's going to be a P10 start for us as we could not improve on our lap time. And now let's head on to the starting grid.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Charles Leclerc and Gasly, Hülkenberg, Perez, Ricciardo and the Rainmaster, Butler, Weber, Lando Norris and Raikkonen, Grosjean, Kvyat, Alexander Albon and George Russell. Giovinazzi and Robert Kubica takes the last spot on the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
And so on to 5 red lights for the start of the Spanish Grand Prix, and it is away we go from P10 on the grid here, getting a bit of wheel spin on the start there, and we're going to be under pressure now from Devin Butler here on our left, as well as Lucas Weber diving up the inside of our right hand side there and making up a few positions there. But we get back ahead of Devin Butler there into turn 2, and can we try and get past our former F2 teammate Lucas Weber into the next corner, and we're going to go for it, but it's not quite going to be enough to overtake the German driver there. But can we do it into the next corner here, and up the inside we go. It's going to be side by side there, bit of wheel touching there, but we're still side by side with our former F2 teammate. And now into the next corner, can we make the move stick? And yes, we can. And now it's on to lap 4 and into the pits we come, as we just could not last on that set of soft compound tyres, and we get held up a wee bit there in the pits, and we are going to be in last position now. But it's going to be Sergio Perez, and he's going to overtake Daniel Ricciardo around the outside in turn 1. Is it going to be? And he's going to turn to the inside for turn 2, but then it's going to go back to the outside for turn 3. And is he going to stick it around the outside and complete the move? And it looks like he has done so, and that is Perez up to P18 there. But now it is Valtteri Bottas, and he is making a move on the main straight here on the Haas car here, and it looks like that is Devin Butler and the McLaren car as well of Lando Norris, and he overtakes the two of them there into the first corner. And now it's going to be Lando Norris here, and he is on the back of the Haas car here of Devin Butler, and he's going to go to the left of him into turn 1 and try and stick around the outside of him, but then it'll change to the inside for turn 2, and it looks like he's going to make the move stick, but no, it's side by side still with the two cars. And who's going to come out on top here? And they're still side by side, and it's still side by side into turn 4 as well. And this is a very interesting battle here as it continues onto the next corner here, and they are still side by side, Lando Norris and Devin Butler. And just who is going to come out on top here in this battle? And it looks like Lando Norris will just about get the move done there, but Devin Butler is still sticking his nose in there, and into turn 9 we go, and it is still side by side between the two drivers here, and it looks like Devin Butler finally defends the position, and Kimi Raikkonen in the Alfa Romeo overtakes Lando Norris as well. But now it is Lewis Hamilton here from the aerial shot here, and he is overtaking one of the McLaren cars here and up the inside of him he goes and into the first corner, and it looks like he's going to make the move stick, but it's still side by side with Lando Norris here, and eventually Hamilton makes the move stick there. And now we're going to look at his teammate Valtteri Bottas here, and who's he going to overtake? And it looks like it is Lucas Weber, and Valtteri's going to try around the outside of him into turn 10, and is it going to work out for the Mercedes driver? And eventually it does, into the long right hander, and they are still side by side, Lucas Weber and Valtteri Bottas here into the last part of the lap, and eventually it is Valtteri Bottas who comes out on top. But now it is Daniel Ricciardo, and he is now going to be making some overtakes here into the turn 10 corner, and it's around the outside of the Williams car here, and who is going to come out on top here? And it's around the outside, which turns to the inside for the next corner here, and now it's on to lap 14. We are going to try and overtake Robert Kubica now into the turn 10 as we force him into a lock-up there, and now later on to the lap, and that is our teammate, and it looks like he's out of this race, and that is not good for the team there. However, we're going to try and get the DRS on Daniel Ricciardo, and that there confirms that our teammate is out of the Spanish Grand Prix, but we are closing up to the back of the Aussie driver here, and another battle here with Daniel Ricciardo into the first corner here, and it's still going to be side by side as Ricciardo tries to come back, but it looks like we make the move stick here now, and it's now Sebastian Vettel here, and he is going to be on the back of the Mercedes car here, and he's going to overtake him to the right, and this is going to be for the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix, and he makes it stick on Valtteri Bottas there, and for the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix. But now it's on to lap 18, we're in for a second stop of this race here, and on to the medium compound tires once again here, but now it's on to lap 18 as well, and we are overtaking Antonio Giovinazzi there around the outside into turn 10 there. And can we make this move stick here? We're still side by side with the Italian driver, but we do get the inside for this next right hander here, and that's going to allow us to take P15 there. And now it's on to lap 21, and we've caught up to the back of Albon here. We're going to try the same move again around the outside into turn 10 here, and can we make this move stick here? And yes, we can make it stick as well, and up to P14 now, and now it's on to lap 24, and we're going to go to the left of Daniel Kvyat into the first corner, and that's going to allow us to take the inside for turn 2 and the position as well. But now on to lap 27, and it's now Kimi Räikkönen who is next up on our list of overtaking manoeuvres, and it's around the outside into turn 1 once again here, and we are now up to P12 in this race. But now it's on to the last lap of the race, and that's Grosjean going very slowly indeed there, and that is him out of this race on the last lap, unfortunately for the Haas driver. But we're going to come across the line, and it's going to be only P11 for us in this race.
Here come our winners now. A thrilling race and a tremendous effort by Ferrari. Their history is well known, so it's no surprise to fans the world over to see them come out on top once again.
And so it is Sebastian Vettel who gets the race victory here at the Spanish Grand Prix, followed by the two Mercedes cars, and that is what the drivers' standing looks like on screen now. We're behind our teammate for the moment, and hopefully we can try and improve on that for the next race. But if you have enjoyed the video, then do leave a like, share the video around, and subscribe to the channel to see more videos on F1 2019. So I will see you next time for another video, and goodbye.